Hey friends, how are you? Welcome to my Sudoku kitchen, aka my kitchen where I solve Sudokus. We are here back for lesson number 4, day number 4 in Variant Sudoku 101. How is everybody? How are you? Today's puzzle looks like yesterday's puzzle, doesn't it? See? Okay. So, we're building upon our lessons, right? So we had the basics in episodes 1 and 2 of this series. Now, yesterday we had a puzzle that looked a little bit like this, right? It was killer cages with black crop key dots, right? Today we're adding a new thing in. We're adding an anti-knight rule. See, we're gonna have also a puzzle that's just chess Sudokus. It's gonna be the ones that I found though tend to be a little bit higher difficulty. They're contested on whether or not they should be, difficult, rated with such difficulty or not on Logic Masters Germany. It's a whole thing. This one I think is going to be a little bit more accessible, especially because we're building upon yesterday. So yesterday was a little bit more of a difficult. It wasn't like something that you could do in 2 minutes. Of course not. But learning is not easy. Learning is hard. Come on. Yeah. If I was teaching my bestie, I'd be like, yes, sit down, half hour. Let's go. Let's learn. That's how we learn. So this is how I'm teaching my bestie. I hope she's doing these. I should text her. Anyway, so we're building upon yesterday's by doing this one from today. So just to feel that kind of intuition of what changes, right? Because that's how you really know a puzzle intimately, by knowing what changes there are and what kinds of constraints. So we have the same 2 constraints as yesterday, right? Building upon the first 2 episodes, and this one has killer. I'm very excited about it. I was saying yesterday that we could have that also a tip is where I got the puzzles is from the missing deck archive. Today I found mine on Logic Masters Germany. Most comments did say it does belong as a 1-star rating of difficulty. It's 1 to 5 level difficulty. This is a 1. Some said it was a 2. At least it's not like the other puzzles where it's like, well, this should be a 3. So let's see. You never know with Logic Masters Germany. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm here to do it with you. Another tip I gave was that for killer cages, you can get reference guides online if you don't feel like doing math, and that can help you do stuff a lot faster. Because we have today also a knight's rule, I'm going to have my guide with me, my reference. So it's what it looks like is this. For me, this is what mine looks like. It's got like for 2 squares, how to make it add up to 5, 12, 17. Then it goes from 1, 2 until 8 squares per killer cage. So that's what I use. I'm going to use it today just for the sake of ease and time. And something else I wanted to say is we'll talk more about the knights constraint moving forward as well, but there are a lot of apps out there for knights constraints, and the one that I definitely recommend for, I know I should I? Who cares? I'm just going to tell you my experience. One that I really, really recommend for chess Sudoku is Cracking the Cryptic's chess app. I have quite a few Cracking the Cryptic apps. As some of y'all might have guessed, I'm a huge fan. Their chess Sudoku app is super, super great. And a lot of the setters that we've been showcasing on this channel have contributed to that app. So definitely recommend. It's really, really wonderful. Anything else? Yes. Okay. So for today's tea, it's Mandarin season. So I did a blend of jasmine green tea with Mandarin rind and 1 clove because cloves are very pungent and I wanted a little bit of spice, but not that much. So that's what we have for today. Should we get on to the rules? I do think so. Yes. Beautiful. So lesson number 4. the same as yesterday, building on it with chess moves, specifically the anti-knight move. We'll get into it. If you saw the second episode, you'll know what this is, but here you can see it a little bit clearer. So normal Sudoku. So we're looking at, the puzzle's name is 5, 6, 7, 8, which I love. And this is the actually first puzzle from somebody that they posted on Logic Masters Germany by kkarlton. So that's fun. I'm happy about that. So normal Sudoku rules apply. We've got to place the digits 1 through 9 once each in every column, every row, and every 3 by 3 box. Yes, we know that. We're good with that. Great. Killer cage. So recall. In each cage, the numbers must sum to the small given digit in the top left corner. No repeated digits are allowed. Yes, we talked about this yesterday. Good. We talked in yesterday's video, we saw moments in which we were like, so for real, no repeated digits are allowed. That logic helped us. In this case, we're given all of the sums, which is great. That's not always the case. And anything else? No. Okay, so killer cage, great. Anti-knight rule. Here we go with the anti-knight. So let's do like magic in your head and pretend like there's nothing on this grid, right? Do magic in your head and pretend there's nothing on this grid. Let's put a digit here. Let's look at that. This 3, by normal Sudoku rules, shouldn't be able to be here, 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 and here, right? By normal Sudoku, that's where the 3 is not able to be anymore, right? Okay. By knight's move, what we're looking at is remember the tuc-tuc-pum. I love the tuc-tuc-pum. It means we take 2 steps one way, 1 step the other way, right? So it's tuc-tuc-pum. That's a knight's move. This is also a nice move, tuc-tuc-pum, right? Or up, tuc-tuc-pum. Either way. All of these tuc-tuc-pums, steps away, are a knight's move away from 3. So now, be on top of the normal Sudoku rule constraints that we have, also we have a knight's move. So suddenly this 3, it's shaved by a third, right? So before we could have all of these be a 3, now only these. Right? That's a knight's move. So today we're going to go the extra mile and we're going to do it on top of all these other things. Because at the end of the day, we're learning how to do variant Sudoku. And that is mixing all these things together. I think this puzzle is a good one to start off with just because it has some givens, which is nice. And that way we feel a little bit more confident. We have a few more wins. Confidence is everything in learning a new skill. So that's it. I have, as always, my pen, my marker, and my whiteboard with me. I have my killer reference. I'm ready to go. Let's have a sip. We like to enjoy ourselves on this channel by pairing our beverages with our Sudokus. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, recommend. Alrighty, 5, 6, 7, 8 by kkarlton and kickball change, pot parade. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's fucking go. So, I started out by saying that we have some givens. Yes, givens. We have been given digits. This one cell has to add up to 4. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Damn colors. So we have digits. We're given these digits, which is really great. Remember how we're really doing like minimum if we can? That's great. There's more that we can do. Plenty more, actually. There's a lot we can do. There's a lot that we can look at. Wait, this 3. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's start again. Okay. 3, 2, 1, let's fucking go. Okay. That 3 was still there. I can't believe it. Okay, so we have some givens. That's beautiful. I would like to, it's not necessary, but I would like to see, remember how yesterday 22 in 4 was kind of rough? Let's recall from yesterday. 22 in 4 was a little bit rough. It was, no, I'm looking at the reference guide. It's not rough. Never mind. Throw that away. Something that I do want to see is this 5 in this 45. So a 45 cage basically means we have another set of the digits 1 through 9. How do I know that? Because 45 is the secret number. It's the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 is 45. It's a big secret. We're very happy with this secret. So this is essentially another set of the digits 1 through 5. So now I want to ask myself, 1 through 9. So now I want to ask myself, is the 5 limited? A little bit. Tuc-tuc-pum. Right? So it can't be here, it can't be here. But that's it. Yeah. Tuc-tuc-pum. Nothing else here. So I guess 5 can be anywhere here, which is a shame. Let's look now also at 4. 4 can't be here. 4 can't be here. Recall tuc-tuc-pum. It can be there, it can be there. Eesh. Yeah, no, not sure. No, 16 and 3 is also fine. 1. Where can 1 go in box 3? That's a good question. I guess, well, sorry. First of all, in this 45 cage, 1 can't go here. 1 can't go here because of tuc-tuc-pum. 1 can't go here because of Sudoku. Yeah, still nothing. Still a nothing muffin. I was going to ask where can 1 go in box 4. 1 can't go here, right? Also, 1 can't go here because of tuc-tuc-pum. So I'm asking myself, and then 1 can't go in here because if 1 was on here, then recall the options that we have for the black crop key, including a 1, must be 1 and 2. But there's a 2 right here. So it can't be here, it can't be here, and now it has to be here. It can't be here, so now it has to be here. Look at that. So there's a 1 in a 16 cage. That is tough to do. Isn't that tough to do? A 1 in a 3 16 cage? Yeah, it is. So 16. Or another way to ask it is how can we do 15 in 2, right? Because we know that there's going to be a 1. So 15 in 2 is 8, 7, and 9, 6. And there's a 6. Look at that. Look at that. There's a 6. I like this puzzle. So it's not 9, 6. This is a 1, 8, 7 triple. 1, 8, 7 triple. I'm going to put the 1, 7, 8, and then I know this isn't a 1. I know this isn't a 7. 7 has to be here. I'm going to notate it. Yeah, you can't blame me. So now this can't have a 1. This can't have a 2. This could be 3, 6. And this could be 4, 8. But, it can't be 4, 8 because the 8's over here. That's beautiful. So there's a 3, 6 here. Love that. Love that for us. That is fun. Okay, now this one can't be 1, 2. It also can't be 2, 4. So this is 3, 6 or 4, 8. We know that the 8 is looking here. So this would be an 8. This would be a 4. Beautiful. This 11 in 3. 11 in 3, an average. So 11 divided by 3 is kind of a tough number, but it is less than 5. So we're looking at, I'm going to get the reference guide. Oh man, this was a really cool place to start and I didn't. But I'm happy I did this. But this is a really cool place to start. Remember how we said that the secret number is 45? So the same thing would apply to this box. We know that every box adds up to 45. Right? So we can do some trickery, recall, from the previous episodes. We can do some trickery about knowing what these cells are, since we know how much these cells are. Right? 37. So 45 minus 37 is 8. So these have to add up to 8 together, which is fabulous. We're happy to know that. Why? Because remember how we were doing yesterday, if we were to do the, we counted how much the crop key dot options added up to. So we had 1, 2, which is 3, then 2, 4, which is 6, then 3, 6, which is 9, and then 4, 8, which is 12. Remember? Good. So we need a digit we need digits that are less than 8, right? So that rules out 3, 6, and 4, 8, right? Because we want to add these 3 up to 8. So this is either 1, 2, or it's 2, 4, right? if that's the case, if this is 1, 2, that adds up to 3, this needs to be 5. This needs to be 5, right? And if this was 2, 4, that adds up to 6, this is a 2. Either way, we're looking at a 2, 5 pair here. Isn't that so cool? I think that's real cool. Yeah. Even better, now we have this one that we can look at. So this can't be a 2 because we know that 2 in this row needs to be here, right? So then this isn't a 1, 2. It's also not a 2, 4, which is great. So this is either 3, 6 or 4, 8, and this 4 is looking here. So this is a 4. This would be the 8. So we have the same situation from here. We have it here. Fabulous. Now look at this. We know that there's a 2 here. So there's also no 2 on here, right? If this was a 1 or 2, or this was a 2 or 4, then this would have to be a this can't have a 2 on it, is my point. So it can't have a 1 either. This could technically still have the 4, 8 or 3, 6, and we don't know which way that goes. Oh, good. I was wondering where the thing came from, but what's really great is that it's telling me because it has a knight's move constraint. Oh, that's so fun. This is where the knight's move can come in. It's so great. I love it. There's no visual marker for knight's move, so people often forget it, me included. This is a great example of that. Thank you so much, Sven, for telling me. This can't be that. Isn't that amazing? Look at this. We have a tuc-tuc-pum before our very eyes, you guys. So this wouldn't be the 4. And the same thing here, tuc-tuc-pum. This couldn't be the 8. That is beautiful. I'm in love with that. That's really cool. Thank you, Sven. God, what a cutie. I love that. Love that. Oh, man. Either way, the 3, 6, and 4s, the 3, 6, 4s, and 8s here are covered. I think we're good. In fact, no. Well, I think these are all, I mean... I think we can say with certainty that this is all, we've got them covered. I'm sure we can do some sort of jiggery-pokery to know what's what here. I'm sure we can. One of these is a 3, 6, one of these is a 4, 8, so the 4 must be here, and the 8 must be here. This is now super restrained. This can't have a 5 or a 6 here. Oh, that's a fascinating prospect. Look, the 6s must be here. Where else are they going to be in this column, right? The 6 can't be here by Sudoku, can't be here because we already have a pair. So there has to be a 6 here. Can we have the 6 in the 11? Let's think about that. 11 in 3. If you would have a 6, could be 6, 6, 2, 3 or 6, 1, 4, right? Ah, I love that. Ooh. Ooh, that's so cool. This can't be... Oh, wait. This can't be 6, 2, 3. If this was a 6, then this would be the 2, 3 specifically. This would be a 2, this would be a 3, but the 3 would be looking here. So that doesn't work. So it can't be 6, 2, 3. Boop. Then we have 6, 1, 4. 6 would be here. 1, 4 would be here, but then what are we going to put here? Nothing. Isn't that so cool? I love that. That is so cool. Love that. I'm happy with that. If this was a 6, then we have 1, 4 here, but then this would also be a 4, 8, and that doesn't work. So this cannot be 6, meaning that the 6 has to be here. So we know that this is a 3, 6 pair, which is fun. So now we have a 3 up here, which is fascinating. And a 22. A 22 and 5 is not so easy. Let me think about that. Or, better yet, let me look at my reference. A 22 in 5. No, that's as average. That's almost as average as it gets. Never mind. Never the fuck you mind. Never mind. Never mind. In theory, we also know the math of this box too, no? So this is 18 plus 9. That's 27. So these three cells have to add up to 45 minus 27. That got me. I should get my calculator. That got me. 45 minus 27. Let me do this in bits. So then that's 25 minus 7, which is 18. Yeah, 18. So 18 in 3 cells. That's a little harder. Why do we need to do that, Martha? There's no need to do that. We know what these cells are. God. We know that this is 1. Oh, that's tuc-tuc-pum with the 4. Ah, even better. Even better, even better, even better. That is so cool. The 4 knight's move is looking at these. So that means that's a 4. That is so cool. And now there's a 4 here, right? And we know that it's not here because of tuc-tuc-pum. Yeah, that doesn't do so much. But it is really cool. It is something. That is so cool. This 4 is doing really cool shit. And now there's a 4 over here. I ask myself, can this be a 4? Yeah, there is no requirement for a 4 here. And if this was a 4, that's a 4. That works. That works. Oh, this is so cool. I love this. I really like this puzzle. Sorry, I got real serious for a second because now I'm asking myself. This 1 is here. There is a 1 here by Sudoku. If a 1 were to be here, well, okay, either there's a 1 in this 11 or there's a 1 over here, right? No, that isn't. Wait. No. It could be both. Wait. Elevator music. Elevator music. Elevator music. It's fine. All good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll change. 7. If there was a 1 on the 11th thingamabob, we're looking at if there was a 1 on the 11th thingamabob, then we're looking at 1, 9, which it can't be because we can't repeat digits. It can't be 2, 8. It can comfortably be 2, 8. 2, 8, 1. That works. Okay, let me write that down. So then it's, I have so many thoughts. And none of them are landing in my mouth as ability to express to you this. But we're going through this puzzle together. Hands held, side, double screen. So all good. 11 and 3, let's recall. If there was a 1, we could have done 1, 4, 6, which is not possible anymore, right? Or, so 1, 4, 6, 1, 3, 7. Essentially, it's 1 plus 10, right? So it's 1, 4, 6, 1, 3, 7, 1, 2, 8, and 1, 1, 9. Those are the options that we have, right? Perfect. Then we have 1, 1, 9 is not possible because we'd be repeating a digit. 137 is not possible because we have a 3 here. And 146 is not possible because we have a 6 there. Beautiful. So what we're left with is 128, and that is viable. That is more than viable. If that wasn't the case, I mean, let me look at this 11 at the 11 and 3 guide here. We have the 1, and if there isn't a 1, then there has to be 2, 3, 6 or 2, 4, 5. Ah, that's beautiful. That's so cool because now these 2 5s are here. Ah, man. So there has to be an 11. Okay, let me see if I can make that clearer in my communication style. The options that we have, if there wasn't a 1, if there wasn't by force a 1 in the 11 cage, there is by force a 2 in the 11 cage because, you know, I don't know math. math says so. So that would be 2, 3, 6 or 2, 4, 5. 2 and 5, 3 and 6 is obviously not possible. But then the 2 and 5 are here. So that would mean that this cell would have to be 2 and 5. And that doesn't work. Also, it's repeating. No, it's not. No, it's not repeating. But then that's still not possible. So there has to be a 1 here. So this isn't a 1. So the only option we can do here is the 1, 2, 8, which is beautiful. Because that gives us a motherfucking digit. In fact, it gives us 2 motherfucking digits. So the 2 has to be here. This has to be a 1. 8 is here, which is beautiful. Because now this can't be the 4-8 pair. It has to be here, which is wonderful. That is wonderful. Wow, look at that. And so now, tuc-tuc-pum. No tuc-tuc-pum for right now. Is there tuc-tuc-pum? Tuc-tuc-pum? No more tuc-tuc-pums. The 4 is at liberty in this space. But now there's a 4 here, which is fascinating. Interesting. So now this 1 is doing a tuc-tuc-pum here, right? So these are the only options for the 1s. Yes. Then here. This is a 5 and a 3 and a you can do it more than 9. Very nice. So then these have to be 2, no, 4 and 7. 4 and 7, fascinating. So now I ask myself, where can 5 be in this box? We have here, we have tuc-tuc-pum. So it can only be here. Can there be a 5 here? Let's do the math, shall we? So then we have 6 and 4, which is 10, then 7, 17. Then we have a 3, that's 20. And then we have a 2. So the 5 can't be here. There has to, in fact, be a 2, 3 here. And we know, tuc-tuc-pum. Thank you, Sven. So the 5 has to be somewhere here. And we know that we have a tuc-tuc-pum. So this is a 5. It still doesn't see that. Not yet, but it's fine. We have here faith, trust, and pixie dust. That's from Peter Pan. That's a 9. This 9. Tuck, tuck, tuck. So we have a possible tuc-tuc-pum of the 9. That's okay. This we can probably place. It's a 7. Okay, what can 7s do? Oh, that's really cool. Look at this now. We have a tuc-tuc-pum pair. So this 7 can't be here by Sudoku. And it can't be here because of tuc-tuc-pum. So here we have a 1-7 pair. That's very nice. So now this must be by force. Well, no, it's a 2, 5, or 9. That's fascinating that the 9s are here. Doing what? What are they doing? Again with the possible tuc-tuc-pum of the 9s. Man, these 9s, they're on my radar now. I am watching you. The 9 must also be here. Possible tuc-tuc-pum of the 9s, y'all. Possible tuc-tuc-pum. I love that I say that. It makes me so happy. But we're looking at 4, 5, 9, and this 5, 9 is Tuc-tuc-pum, y'all. This 5-9. This cell must be a 5 or a 9. So either... no. This is a 5 or a 9. And this cell... there's so much going on here. Oof, there's so much going on here. Oof, this is a 5-9 because this can't be a 2. Oof, actually we know where the 2 are. With the 2, there's a 2 up here, isn't there? So this is a 5. This is a 2. And now we have tuc-tuc-pum of the 2s. Thank you, Sven. Oh man, this is so cool. This is so cool. And now these 5s and 9s are playing. There we go. Yes, 1, 2, 3, tuc-tuc-pum, y'all. Girl, this is a really cool puzzle. I mean, this is variant Sudoku 101, but I am just, oh man, this can't be a 5, tuc-tuc-pum. Nope, I said it can't be a 5. That is bizarre. So now this, okay. So now this 9 is still not tuc-tuc-pum. I'm sure we'll find it somewhere here, but that is just beautiful. So this is a 4-5 pair. We have a 5 here. So this is a 5. This is a 4. That was so much fun. So now the 4s must be here, which is interesting because now we have an X-wing. What is an X-wing? It's, I don't know, it's a name we have for something when there are 2 possible options for a digit in either a column or a row, across 2 columns or rows, right? So in this case, they overlap, these 2. This is a trick from classical Sudoku. We'll be doing a classical Sudoku in our variant Sudoku 101 thing, but yeah, the way to understand it is that you can only have a 4. The way I understand it, I mean, the way everyone else understands it, I kind of understood, but the way I got to understanding it was the fact that in this column, there's nowhere else for a 4, basically. The 4 has to be here, so it's not there. The 4 has to be here, so it's not there. So the only place for 4 is up here. That's what works for me. Yeah. These 2 have to be, 7, 9 again. Where's the 7? Oh, there's a 7. Oh man, this 7 is nice. Ooh, no, we're breaking the laws for no reason. This has to be. This is a 3, 6, 4. This is a 3, 6, 3 or 6. Do we have any more tuc-tuc-pums? We don't. Sad. Here's 5. Specifically, there's a 5 in here. 28 in 6. Shall I consult? In 6 squares, 28 is very average, so it doesn't really tell us very much at all. Nope, not at all. 29 in 5? Also quite average. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. I'm trying to see if we can do any nice move shenanigans with this, but we cannot. We cannot resolve. It's okay. This one, I ask myself. Oh, drink break. I feel elevator music coming on. So we do a drink break. Whoop. This is where we look around and we realize that there's more in the world and we don't have to hyperfocus, because if we hyperfocus, then we kind of lose perspective. That's how I do it, at least. Beautiful. Man, thank God we had these, y'all. I was like, we're going to feel a sense of accomplishment. Okay. Maybe not eventually, but I think we got there. Can we do anything else? Where is 8? No. Where is 9 in this? No. These 9s, the tuc-tuc-pums have failing us. Here 5 can't be here, or here, or here, or here. Look at that. So now we have 5 by 4s here. Ah, and there's a 5 over here, girls. Okay, well, we placed the 5, didn't we? That's nice, because now we have this here. Then we have these also. And this one by Sudoku. So there's a 5 over here. What? And there's a 5 here. God. That is so cool. That is so cool. I love that. That is so funny. That is hilarious. I found that so funny. So that's not a 5, that's a 5. Beautiful. I'm down for that. This 7. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. This 9, I guess here we can do 9. Oh, so we know where the 9 is in this 45 cage. Oh, that's something else, I guess. No, that doesn't help so much. So this 4, I like to look at. Here we have tuc-tuc-pum. This is the same tuc-tuc-pum as this one, unfortunately. But because of the... and then here we have this one. Okay, so that's a 4. I was going to say, look, that's really cool because we can't repeat in the 45. But then there's this fucking 4 raining on my parade. That's okay. No tuc-tuc-pum for here on the 4s. How are we with the 4s? We just have another X-wing. That's fine. It'll be solved eventually. Then we have 7. 7's fine. 7 is a-okay. I have a question for the class. If the 7 was here, then it's not in this part, and then it can be here, right? But if the 7 was here, then it can't be here. And that's interesting. A little bit, not a lot. But like for this 7, then here's this another one, so it would have to be here. I'm just gonna put this notation here, and then it'll come together. How about this 8? This 8 must be... No, the tuc-tuc-pum is covered by this one. Yeah, not so much. Not so much. Should we do the 24, 29 now? Let's do that. So 4 and 7 is 11. And then that's 18. 18 and 3. Average is 6, which is fine. But there can't be a 5 in it, or another 7, or another 4. So what can we play with here? Something about... So we know that with the knight's move, basically this one is removing it from here. Like there's a whole line here. Like two rows away, there's a whole 9. Like in any number. So this 5 has like, it removes it from these, etc. So this one can't be in any of these, as well as this. So if there's a 1 in this box, it must be here. There's a 1 here. I don't like doing like these curved ones, but it's fine. Am I missing something? Well, there's no 2 in here now. Well, there's a huge list of digits that can't be in this 29 cage. This 29 cage has my full attention suddenly. I have thoughts about this 29 cage. So the 2 must be here, which is interesting because now there must be a 2 here, specifically here, and then we have a tuc-tuc-pum. So now we can place the 2 all of a sudden in this one, and then here as well. So this is that. Fascinating. If this was a 2, if the 2 was here, this can't be a 4, it would have to be a 1. It could still be 3-6, and it could still be 3-6, but it can't be 4-8. Fine, I'll write it down. What? Oh, there's a okay, great. So we know what this is, and it specifically has to be a 2-1. 2-1. I said 2-1. Which is great, because now here we have some more action with the 1s. Fine. Here we are. Yes. So there's a 1 in this 28 cage. Fabulous. 2s. Sometimes I feel like I'm sneezing when I say 2s. There's 2s here. A-2s. The a-2s. This 1 can't be here. Oh, now wait a second. This 1, it can be here, not there, and not there. Oh, that is so cool. So remember how this is a set of the digits 1 through 9? So we have to have a 1 on here. It's beautiful. because this one can't be in the same, it's own same box. By Sudoku, it looks at these. By tuc-tuc-pum, it's looking at this one and this one. Suddenly we have a 1-9 pair here. Isn't that beautiful? So now these can't be ones. This is a 1. This is no longer a 1, meaning that this is the 1. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Boo, boo, boo. Honey. So now here we have another one. Another one. DJ Khaled. Okay. Ooh, look at tuc-tuc-pum, y'all. Girl, I love Knight's. Y'all, I hope you like Knight's move as well, because I love the Knight's move. I love it so much. Okay, so now this 7, interestingly, can only be here. There's one here. See, there we go. It was worth asking that question, because now this 7 must be here, and it can't be, well, in this entire line, apparently. And it can't be here because of this one. And why couldn't it be here again? I don't remember. I don't remember. Why can't it be there? I don't know, but there's a 7 over here. What does that do? I don't know. I'm not sure. Not sure. I know that if there was a 7 here, it would have to be here. And then that would work like that. Not sure. I don't know. This 2. Here we are. Yes, where's 2 in this 45 cage? Yes, so it's not here. It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. So it has to be here. That's beautiful. So that's not a 2. That's not a 2. The 2 is in fact here. Et voila. Et voila. We are done. This must be a 8. No. What digits are still needed to be placed here? We still need to place 3, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8. That checks up. This can be a 3, a 6. Okay, 3 or a 6. This can be a 6 or 8. What is going on? We haven't finished this 29 gauge. Yeah. So this puzzle was significantly more difficult than I was expecting. The good news is that now we have first-hand accounts of the difficulty of of these. This is so much fun. Of the Logic Masters Germany, I have been duped in real time, friends. Tuc-tuc-pum. This is a 3 to 6. Look at these; they're all being solved. That's so cool. But I have officially been duped by the Logic Masters Germany system. So here's evidence of that. And then in the meantime, we had a fun run with the tuc-tuc-pum and the because my God, this is taking a lot longer than I had scheduled. 3 must be here, specifically it's here. What's left here is a 6. We have it here, then a 9. Beautiful. What's left in this math? In this math, what is left? 14, 23, 6. This needs to be a 6. Wow, isn't that so cool? I'm happy with that. So this is the 8. This is the 6. Quite happy with that. So now there's a 6 here. We know that it's here because of Sudoku. That's not the 6. Are we done with the 6? Et voila. Oh, drink. I'm not letting this bitch get cold. That is a labor of love, that tea of mine. This must be 3. Then I'll get there, Sven. Let me just write down my damn numbers. 3, 9. Yes. So this is the 3. This is the 9. Any more tuc-tuc-pums we can take advantage of? No, but we need to know what's in here. We need a 7 and 8, right? Yeah. 7 and 8? How is that? Oh, okay. Well, there has to be an 8. So in this row, now we know that the 8 must be here. right? So this is a 9. That's the 8. Anything else? No. But we have a tuc-tuc-pum. Love that. Yes. Yes. I'm happy with how that ended up. Nope. Red. Aggressive. 9. Anything else? What's left here? We need a 3, don't we? Yes, we had not finished the 3s. Then 7 8s. This must be the 8. This must be the 7. This must be the 7. This must be an 8. 8-1. Oof. Well, I think I had a good 10 minutes from the start, so that's maybe 35 minutes. But I did not expect it would take that long. So I thought it was a little bit easier, but it's fine. It's okay, because people's first Sudokus tend to be just a little bit easier. Not that this wasn't good. I very much liked it. I liked it very much. So thank you, kkarlton, so much for this first debut on Logic Masters Germany. I hope this was educational in some manner, in some regard. I had to still do a little bit of work with you guys, but if we did if we're doing it together, then hopefully nothing is lost, and you guys learned a little bit about the tuc-tuc-pum, and specifically that I have demonstrated what it's like to do knight's move on top of other things. You can forget a little bit the knight's move, a little bit, but the good news is that Sven doesn't. Sven never forgets the knight's move. Thank you, Sven. But anyways, that was super fun. I hope you guys learned something. Hopefully the counting circles one for tomorrow is going to be a little bit easier. And I have a really cool puzzle set up also for tomorrow's normal edition. So warm regards, everybody. Thank you for learning alongside me. Tomorrow we'll do counting circles. Goodbye. Take care.